DreamTeam.
Don, 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 don. 1, 2, 1, 2. Don, 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 don. 1, 2, 1, 2.
What song is that one now?
We out here with the new Dream Team that does
The leveled up
you
Dream
know,
Team.
The leveled up Dream Team.
Yeah,
you know
that
what I mean? We got the whole team in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Firstly, gents, I'm sorry for keeping you waiting, but you know,
It's the social way. Because you're grinding.
I'm grinding.
social
Now I'm
way.
talking about.
You soldiering
I
away.
said I'm grinding for the culture. Y'all said fuck the culture. Okay,
Oh,
then.
hey,
Wait, mind the
whoa, whoa.
plural. Mind the plural.
I said you said.
Yeah.
Oh, you said y'all said.
Yeah, that's
Send it
it.
that way.
I said
So
that.
tell me,
Yeah,
tell me,
this
tell
way.
Me, tell me. Firstly, Sosha's got a problem that y'all going out there socialing out and they being anti-social. So please speak to Sosha.
I don't think Sosha is a problem. I just think a few people have a social problem.
Let's first get it right.
Yeah.
Sosha is in Sosha Nguve.
Yes.
Right. So we see a few people coming out of the woodworks, people that we didn't even know have Twitter, man.
Oh
But they're
my
out
God.
there and
Do they even have their faces?
they
It's still
actually-
like a
It's the
ball.
egg. It's the
everything is
egg.
there.
the eggs, man.
The
But
eggs are cracking.
a lot of people are upset. I think people from Social Nguve are upset because they pseudonym, should I say, the pseudonym of Social Nguve is Sosha. But I think it's also quite ignorant for them to come out and be upset because Sosha is actually a Zulu word for soldier. And Tina Spuma Zulu. It's been there for long, you know. So
Longer
the reason
than
why
Sosha.
actually the song is called Sosha because the hook says we don't give a fuck, and we didn't want to really, you know, call it we don't give a fuck.
And we soldier.
So we also sing about Sosha in the hook. So that's why it's called Sosha. But if you're upset, man, I'm sorry, man. But
Some are Sosha of the
people are
culture.
loving it
Come
and
on.
they're vibing with it, you know.
We ain't mad at that. I love the song. You know, I got an opportunity to hear some of your music before it dropped, but this song wasn't there.
Of course it was.
It was.
It definitely was there. You was
I
like,
was probably listening to it in my.
I don't know what was
Today
happening.
I played it today in the car. This morning I played it in the car. Like, alright. Alright, we don't give a fuck.
I don't know what was happening when I sent you the music because you was on it. You called me and you're like, yo, bro. And I'm like, huh? Then like, oh, let me call
I
you
thought
back.
it was your shit.
Yeah,
I thought it was
let
your
me
shit.
call you back.
You
You thought it
you
was-
sent me the music and I'm like, yo, bro, you sound like the whole of Dream Team, bro. I mean, like,
Are you on your own
how
now?
you? I said, how you gonna stand out? Because you know,
You sound like everybody's
we
still
see what
there.
Dash is doing. You know, what the fuck is Sasso doing? I don't know. But okay, you trying to do a
That's
solo.
a good
But
thing.
you sound like
Yeah,
the
but
whole
you sound like the
squad.
whole group.
Like,
bro.
what's going on?
Are you literally trying to go? You know what? Let me fool these motherfuckers.
But you know that it's been there since that time. Shout out to you, you know, being part of the process. That's what it was all about. Making sure that people were involved, you know, this time around. Got quite a few opinions. Everybody loved that song specifically, so it was easy, you know, as to what the lead song was going to be. The problem now is what's to follow.
Now, obviously, you know, I mean, we've settled social, we've settled the fact that, like, you know, there's, it's not you trying to be everybody, you know, because he's the only one that emails me or SMSs me.
I'm
or
just
texts
trying to
me.
post that we're going live in 10 minutes.
You're the man. You're the man.
Speak
You're the
up,
man.
10
You're the
minutes.
man. You're the man. Now, so what are you doing? Because you the guy that's always just on some.
Send that picture. Let's all post it.
I am the silent assassin. Well, I'm working on a couple of stuff, you know.
Assassin.
Yeah.
Sasso. You just need an SO, silent. Okay, so silent assassin,
Yeah.
sleeping.
Never
over.
no
Silent
sleep.
assassin,
Not
sleeping
sleeping.
over.
Why would you sleep over?
Silent
Because
assassin.
it's S-A-S-O.
Assassinating.
Silent assassin.
Assassinating.
sleeping. No, that's
Over.
a SAA.
Switching
Silent assassin.
over.
Switching over.
Switching over.
Then you are
Silent
Sasso.
assassin
You know what I
switching
mean?
over.
This is why he retired from rap.
You don't know an acronym. What kind of presenter are you that doesn't know an acronym?
Slicker.
Silent assassin.
But yeah, what
Switching over.
I've been up to, I've been working on like some individual stuff. I've got working with this great lady called Deshni. She does a company called iEvents. Shout out to her. Woo woo! See, girl, see, put it on the map.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Deshni that told me y'all dropping on iTunes.
this is an exclusive. No one knows.
Dummy there.
Actually, no one
Sold
knows.
me out, yeah.
No one
I done
knows.
dropped the exclusive on Audio Mac. I'm like, who the fuck is Audio Mac? Who the fuck is Audio
What the
Mac?
fuck is that?
You know?
How do you even get on Audio
I
Man?
mean, who the fuck is, what is Audio Mac doing for the culture?
A lot.
Our culture.
A lot though.
Like what?
It's a lot. It
Not
helps.
what you do.
It
like
helps.
you-
You see, the thing about Audio Mac, it kind of rates you when you first sign up.
Yeah.
So you're always climbing the ranking. So the more views you have, the more people actually, even outside of your own market, that
Yeah.
get to view your music. So
Yeah.
it's pretty dope. Maybe you should get on there. You know?
Nah, we are slick
Come
on
slick
all
on life.
Let me tell you why Audio Mac, why I'm not gonna get on Audio Mac. It's because it's simple. In South Africa, South African business, if you're gonna go out there and sell anything, anything, they're looking at what you're doing from a South African
Sure.
perspective, right? So if, you know, so I think Audio Mac was good for Nasty because he had international interest, right? But generally, from a South African perspective, it's a cool platform, but you can't get no real report. Like you can move up the charts, but it doesn't give you a real report for the business that you got to do in
Sure.
South Africa.
Sure.
And once again, just off the bat, it's almost like if you're selling all that context and that content, it puts you in a position where like you're building Audio Mac and they're not doing anything for the culture. So yes, it's like iTunes. iTunes, you'll be number one.
Yeah.
You can say, yeah, I'm number one, but we can go back and go, what if there was a South African iTunes that literally had numbers, that literally was creating things that cats could eat, via brands, via this and the third. Then you go, iTunes will make me number one, but them cats are going to actually find ways so we could always eat. And that's where you need to break your bread.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Also, talked about the culture and breaking bread, Slick.
nah,
We've been quiet for a minute, and we agree with you. I think we agree with you. But also, at the end of the day, we just wanted to get music out, man. And put it on a platform that's authentic and reliable, and just put it out there. Make sure that people get it, even if it is free or whatever to stream or whatever. So I agree with you, and it's not even based on. I think it's about time we stop saying, but for South Africa, because now it's no longer for South Africa. And if you're talking about the culture, we're talking about the international movement. We're talking about everybody.
I appreciate that.
And I do believe that even if we do talk South Africa, we must do it not because it's our own, but do it because they're delivering the best and responsible platforms for people to engage the music.
And that's cool. I respect that. And I think we do that completely.
For sure.
Because I'll let you know one thing, is that it's cool. You must always have international aspirations.
Sure.
Yes. But you must always know where your checks are coming from in the meantime. Yeah. You can't be living in an international space, but you're neglecting where your checks can come from. And the reality is that, yes, we are South African and African centric as a platform, but as we develop, you're gonna realize that the numbers we're developing are allowing us to have conversations for the culture. Where I say Dream Team, I just got out the bank. I just got out the meeting and I said, yo, Dream Team is waiting for me. I gotta run out. Because they literally sent me a message and they're like, Dream Team, you guys need to go. I literally said to the client, yo, Dream Team is waiting. Now, who was Dream Team where I need to walk out with, to sit with Dream Team? And the point is that one of y'all, which I feel I'm one of y'all, is out there talking about y'all.
Sure.
And literally is building about y'all in the back end. You know what I mean? Just like y'all gonna see today, we about to drop some dope shit with Scoop, with Palladium, But I ain't selling slicker. I'm selling the culture.
Yeah.
I'm in the back. I'm selling the niggas. I could have done that interview with Moma Lim out there. But there was money, so I said, if I never had money, I was. But there was money, I said, yo, Scoop, you represent, you represent the culture in this aspect. Mo, you the farm, and that's where we need to get to with the game.
For sure.
I totally agree with you. I think we just have to find a fine balance between making sure we're solid here in South Africa or Africa, and also get out there in the world.
Yes, sir. All right, then. With that being said, now, is the group breaking up after this EP?
What does it look like?
What it look like?
It's the first time I see this guy. I'm always seeing you guys together, almost going, how are we going to plot against them?
Nah, I don't think that's a fair reflection. There was a time last year when I was MIA for a lot of things that we were doing because, I had engagements. But that's the strength of the team, when one person is doing other things, because also we never suppress what you want to do as an individual. As long as it doesn't hinder what the team is doing, it's all good. So we've all gone through periods where, I'm doing my own thing and they've held down the fort. So when he's not around, it's the same, man. It's not even a thing. We here, if 2 out of 3 Dream Team is here, Dream Team is here.
So,
And just to add, man, I think people forget the name team. Team basically
no
is
I
that.
in
Yeah,
team.
there's no I in team. And when you say team, you mean like the guys are there to support you when you're doing your own thing. But also, if you are MIA, they can hold it down by their own. Dream team. You know, if I'm not there, I still have trust that the guys will get there. And if Trey's not there, he knows that we can handle it and so forth, even with Sasa. So I always say, like, that's what makes a team strong and what makes it a dream team is because you've got strong individuals. And that's the reason why we even engaged in the journey that we went in when we said, we're moving up to Joburg, but let's start our own little lanes and what we're going to do. And that's how you become a dream team, strong.
I think the reason why also some other groups maybe broke up was that they didn't allow the individuality to become within the group, and we allowing that to happen. So
True.
and it's like we keep it in. Everybody knows what everybody's doing. Everybody supports what everybody's doing. So I think if you guys are open in a team and you support each other, you guys should never break up.
Yep.
Well, I know you telling that. I've been in the group for a long ass time, brother.
Guys,
You know,
and-
no, I'm still in squad camp. man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm still in squad camp. We just,
So you feel me.
You know what I mean?
But also, I
And they-
think it's not even about us saying it or answering these questions, but they'll see with our actions, man. People
see
started
with the
talking
music
a
too.
long time ago saying DreamTeam splitting. Music is coming out now, and people will ask when you split after the EP, the album will come out. Like, people will always ask when groups are splitting, but the actions will only just prove that you guys are still together.
So the day that AKA was co-signing you guys, you know, the Yaya like Dream Team and today's Dream Team, what's the difference between then and now?
It's just musical growth, man. The hunger's the same.
Y'all don't look hungry anymore. I'm just.
Well, hunger doesn't necessarily have to equate
don't
to
have
me
to
being
look hungry to
skinny.
be hungry.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean, yeah. You know, I mean,
Okay, skinny G.
So I'm hungry.
the hunger,
Hey, I'm hungry.
the hunger goes way
phone,
beyond.
bro.
I'm telling people that we live, bro. We're going live.
Yeah.
You know, the hunger goes way beyond just, you know, money or things like that. It's just, it's a succeeding. It's about being successful.
I'll tell you why. You know, you always were like almost like a boy band, but like I feel that to a certain extent, you know, when you were coming out and that's why I bring out AK with like when they did the remix, you know, you know, I just thought of it. You know, y'all got memory, y'all got catchy songs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, y'all were really like the rookies. You know, like
Yeah,
really like the rookies of the year. Yeah, you been saying it. I mean, it's switched up though. You guys have really come into your place. You have become stars in your own place right now, you know. Is that like part of the thing of like, yo, there's a Dream Team image, then you had your cover where you were all like photoshopped and you were red, you know. This image and look and feel that you guys are actually going for, is it, I just want to understand where is it going, you know what I mean? Where you going with this, you know?
All right, I think I can support you there, man, the kids. Everybody's got stages, you know, and through different experiences you find your footing and you find your own lane. You know, if you asked us 5 years ago, you know, and said, will you guys ever move to Joburg? We would have said, nah.
The question is, do you guys even think that Joburg has swallowed you? Because I was listening to Black Laser's song and he's just from Pretoria and he was like, Joburg is not going to change him. And, you know, I live in Joburg, so I don't know, you know. So do you think Joburg has also changed your personality? Do people in Durban go, you guys aren't the same people anymore? Do you get that type of
So
thing?
that's where I'm trying to go with this, is that, so you grow, you change, and you have different experiences. We came up to Joburg and we learned so much about ourselves individually. We learned so much about who Dream Team was, and we actually decided on where Dream Team should go. And one thing, if you look at the last one, which is Dreams Never Die, where there was us on the cover, Photoshop, as you say, you know, looking like a boy band and so forth. Now it's more like, guys, let's just make music. Let's be more cultural. Let's be ourselves. Hence why you see everyone rocking whatever they want to rock and just chilling. And even the whole image, when you look at the artwork that's coming out now, it's not even based on Sosha, Trevor, or whoever on the cover, but it's about, yo, level up, we're taking it to the next level, and it's more music based. And that's what's happened now, is where we felt like the rookies of the year are gone. You know, it's now the music, the grown guys that speaks. You know, and if you like Dash or if you like Sasa, you like, that's fine. But now we just want you to come and just listen to the music and enjoy the music.
I love that. I kind of feel satisfied with that.
When I own a morning, then I see emotion. Every time you find a sin, spot, you know it's over. Niggas call me so.